Click here to join 411's live GFW Destination X coverage. Keep refreshing for the latest results. I will be doing the coverage in my regular review style. Final ratings and extra thoughts will be in the final version of the review. Have a good time chatting, and thanks for joining 411 for your live coverage needs. Bruce Prichard addresses the GFW title situation. Of Jade and Dave Christ debut. The winner gets a title shot of their choosing, Lashley vs. Matt Sydal. Knockouts title match, champion Sienna vs. Gail Kim. Super X Cup tournament final match, Desmond Xavier vs. Ishimori. X Division title ladder match, champion Sonya Hida vs. Trevor Lee. Follow all of my reviews at this link. I wrote a column looking at the possible candidates for Goldust's newest masterpiece at this link. I also did a Q&A over the weekend, which you can read at this link. Here are my takeaways from the NJPW G1 Climax. And here I rank the NJPW G1 Climax matches from worst to first. No spoilers please, we get a new opening video. Lashley arrives flanked by American Top Team fighters and owner Dan Lambert. We now get a hype package for tonight's show. Mackenzie Mitchell tries to talk with Bruce Prichard, but he blows her off. She teases that she saw a surprise in the office. Knockouts title match, champion Sienna W/Kilometers vs. Gail Kim. Kim uses her speed to begin, lays in strikes but Sienna cuts her off, but Kim gets a sunset flip for 2. The reverse DDT by Kim gets 2. Sienna bails to the floor as Kim looks for a defeat. Kim follows, but Sienna slams her to the steps. Kim rolls back in and Sienna beats her down in the corner, hits the corner splash and covers for 2. Sienna then grounds her with a Japanese stranglehold, maintaining her control. Sienna follows with a backbreaker and fall away slam, covering for 2. Sienna sets Kim up top, follows and looks for a superplex, but Kim fights her off and hits the sunset bomb. Kim fires up with strikes, hits a clothesline and then up top and hits the high cross for 2. Sienna counters the corner splash and they roll to the mat. Kim escapes the Lascar 47 and hits the defeat. Kilometers distracts the ref, and Kim takes him out. Taryn Terrell then makes her return, attacking Kim with the cutter and allowing Sienna to hit the Lascar 47 for the win. Terrell last worked for TNA in July of 2015, teaming with Martine Bell and Jade, losing to Awesome Kong and Brooke. She had just lost her Knockouts title to Kim. Champion Sienna defeated Gail Kim at 7:02 via pin. Matt Sydal says Lashley will know his name by the end of the night, and he will earn Lashley's respect. Bruce Prichard decides the fate of the GFW Championship. Prichard is out with the GFW World title to address the situation, since Patron was stripped of the title. He's a corporate consultant and it's his job to oversee on-air talent. He says the past year has been great and the next will be even better. He has a prepared statement regarding Patron and says he's been stripped of the title. Patron gave up the title to focus on his family and wishes him the best in his future endeavors. So he is to fix the issue, and the company is only as good as its champion. He can order the title to revert back to a former champion, and is giving the title to Lashley. But instead of Lashley, Jim Cornette appears making his return to the company. He's been gone since 2009. They shake hands and hug. Prichard tries to get him to leave, and Cornette says he is now working for Anthem to help fix things. Prichard claims to run things and calls for security. He adds that Cornette will never be his boss and orders him removed. Cornette says that he isn't his boss, and calls Prichard arrogant and a guy that pushes his agenda. People are sick of him. Cornette says Prichard is fired. Cornette has Prichard escorted from the ring and takes the GFW title from him. Cornette says Patron didn't give up the title, he was stripped of it. It's a new day moving forward. No more vacations. You have to fight for your spot. The wrestlers have to prove themselves or they will deal with Cornette. Cornette says he isn't handing anyone the title. They will have a 20-man gauntlet next week, and the winner will become the new champion. Black's now arrives, and after the commercial break, Cotton says that they traded one lying cracker for another. Cotton says he should be the #1 contender since he has a title shot tonight, but Cornette disagrees. Key then says that he smells fear on Cornette. Cornette says he's willing to listen, and says Key is getting the shaft in this whole situation, but he will out Key in the gauntlet and will enter at number 20. That's the best he can do for him, due to corporate's orders. Cotton says if Cornette double-crosses them, they will end him. Super X Cup Tournament Final Match, Desmond Xavier vs. Ishimori. They work a fun and fast-paced opening stretch, and as they work, Josh announces that a global OTT network is coming. As they continue to largely ignore the action, Ishimori grounds Xavier, and then follows with chops. Ishimori picks up the pace and hits the springboard seated senton. He slams down Xavier, but Xavier counters the double stomp and gets a roll-up 4-2. Xavier looks for a Rana, but Ishimori counters out with a flat jack. Xavier fires you with strikes and hits the cutter for the double down. He follows with corner attacks, and then the standing corkscrew moonsault for the near fall. The basement drop kick follows. Xavier up top and has to roll through on the 450, and Ishimori then hits the drop kick. The back handspring kick follows, and Ishimori heads to the ropes and hits the double stomp 4-2. Ishimori hits the double knees, and hits the 450 4-2. Xavier battles back with a series of kicks and picks up the anticlimactic victory. Desmond Xavier defeated Ishimori at 8:56 via pin. Post-match, Xavier gets interviewed and promises to come for the X Division title. Bruce Prichard yells at Karen Jarrett and blames her for his situation. Yankee Authority figure battles. Grado cries backstage about being deported. Park says he gets to say goodbye next week. X Division title ladder match. Champion Sonya Hidet vs. Trevor Lee. They battle back and forth at the bell and then the fight quickly spills to the floor. They were back in, and Dutt keeps the pace high and hits the Rana, sending Lee to the floor. Lee looks to get a ladder involved, but Dutt drop kicks it into his face and follows with a moonsault to the floor. Lee battles back, hits the apron Park and then sets up a ladder and looks to climb. Dutt rolls back in and cuts him off until Lee slams him to the buckles. Lee follows with a dumped suplex onto the ladder as we take a break. X Division title ladder match. Champion Sonya Hidet vs. Trevor Lee. They battle back and forth at the bell and then the fight quickly spills to the floor. They were back in, and Dutt keeps the pace high and hits the Rana, sending Lee to the floor. Lee looks to get a ladder involved, but Dutt drop kicks it into his face and follows with a moonsault to the floor. Lee battles back, hits the apron Park and then sets up a ladder and looks to climb. Dutt rolls back in and cuts him off until Lee slams him to the buckles. Lee follows with a dumped suplex onto the ladder as we take a break. Post-break and Lee beats on Dutt with the ladder and now looks to climb. Dutt manages to cut him off, but Lee hits the running double stomp and cuts off the champion. Lee now breaks out a table and sets it up in the ring, in the corner. Lee looks for a German, but Dutt fights out and hits a tornado DDT using the table to run off of. Dutt now sets up the table, plays Lee on it and heads up top but Lee crotches him. Lee then tosses Dutt over the table, and then sends him to the floor. Lee works over Dutt, rolls him back in the ring and sets up a ladder. Lee then makes a ladder bridge, but Dutt cuts him off and lays him on it and heads up top and hits the splash. Dutt climbs, but Caleb only arrives to attack Dutt and help Lee. He powerbombs Dutt through the table. But Petey Williams arrives to make the save, destroyer on Conley. Williams tries to rally Dutt, but Lee hits him with the ladder. He climbs, but Dutt springboards onto the ladder, knocks Lee off and wins. Champion Sonya Hidet defeated Trevor Lee at 16:03.